This stuff sounded so outlandish, from like Epstein to even the shit with like Pizzagate and Haiti, and you hear like, man, that shit is so dark. There's no way it can be true. And I would be reading this stuff and be like, something like, again, I'll be like, I'm not that much of a conspiracy theorist to be like, this stuff, they can't really be trapping little kids and sleeping with them, and and still be billion.
Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island. Chris Tucker, not Smokey.
And the kids were not always enthusiastic about the food that they were being served, so they were always trying to call for pizzas, and you can't order a pizza to the White House.
Would love you to come over for pizza, but
how was the pizza? Was it good?
Oh, what
did he make it
Amal's
himself?
pizza was better than Clooney's. They both made, everybody made a certain kind of pizza.
There's no pizza we didn't love.
Something.
Should eat pizza? I was like, well, no, I don't want to. And then, because I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to. Where did we go? We went True Kitchen.
Hold on a second.
I should have promoted things.
Let you to promote whatever you want, but I need to take a step back because you just said something crazy. What do you mean, why would you want to eat pizza?
Katt Williams was right again, and this time he didn't wait for the feds to catch up. He called out the industry to its face, and now the masks are slipping fast. With the Epstein files finally public, names people swore were untouchable are suddenly looking real uncomfortable. Katt cracked the door wide open when he spoke on Club Shay Shay, and Hollywood has been scrambling ever since. And let's be clear, he's not easing up at all. When those Epstein documents dropped, the denial was loud because nobody wanted to believe their favorites could be moving just as reckless as the politicians people have been side-eyeing for decades. Take Jay, for example. An anonymous accuser named him in the files, and fans rushed to defend him, saying there was no way because the alleged incident was said to have happened in 1996, back when he was still finding his footing in the rap game. According to the claims, the accuser said she woke up in a room with Weinstein and Jay present, describing Weinstein engaging in inappropriate behavior that crossed serious boundaries, while alleging that another individual helped arrange the situation.
Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island. Chris Tucker, not Smokey. If I didn't know no better, I'd tell you he's the greatest. I don't care what you say. To be confident and not delusional is a real skill. Most of these confident people we see is really delusional.
Well, you don't think they asked Chris Tucker to come back in the second Friday? Smokey was all in Smokey. There ain't no Friday without Smokey.
We all agree to that, and there's no next Friday without Friday, and there's no Friday after next without Friday.
Nah, we talking about the road because you said that they don't.
Here's the thing. Okay. Here's the thing. Chris was allowed to make the decision. At the time that this is happening, Katt Williams is known for smoking weed. Willie Nelson is known for smoking weed. Right. Snoop's known for smoking weed, but none of us is really known except Willie. And I'm saying, Chris Tucker didn't want to be the poster child for smoking weed. He don't smoke weed like that.
Right.
He in the church. He Michael Jackson's best friend. Christmas. Michael Jackson called him Christmas. You ever met a man that gave you a little nickname like that?
No.
Me neither.
People keep saying Jay was too new to be tied to elite circles back then, but that version of the story leaves out some key context. Yes, he may have been a new rapper in 1996, but being new doesn't mean being disconnected. Those are two completely different things. Just because someone is fresh in the spotlight doesn't mean they weren't already building powerful relationships behind the scenes. And when people go back and look at those old clips of Jay with Weinstein, some fans swear the dynamic looked strange. Not illegal on camera, not proof of anything but the energy. People are definitely talking about it.
I think it is highly offensive for people who are smart enough to really know what's happening. Look, y'all talk all that about R. Kelly. Beyonce was on that island where they was kids.
Damn!
Beyonce was on Pedo Island. Beyonce and the camel.
Yeah. They say she was in there like, uh-oh.
Right.
I hope I can go see her again.
She was singing and look, if you like it, put your mouth on it. This is what I'm saying. It's like you give her a pass. You give her a pass. She can have a concert and everything after she's a known participant on Pedo Island. It's like people want to dismiss it. That's why you can't tell me nothing about what the media say about nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the media is going to make a bad guy out of whoever they want to be the bad.
I just want to say how much I appreciate Puff Daddy for doing the kinds of work that he's doing, because he doesn't have to do this. But this is part of what is important about.
Some viewers even say, rewatch it and tell me that doesn't look like a tight industry alliance. That's the conversation happening online right now. Whether that interpretation is fair or not, those visuals added fuel to public suspicion. Then things got even louder when more footage and photos started resurfacing. There's one viral clip floating around social media that people describe as wild party behavior. Nothing confirmed illegal, but definitely eyebrow-raising. And then there were photos of Jay and Harvey at Diddy's 29th birthday party that had the internet connecting dots all over again.
And what do you think she gets out of it?
Well, she gets money. When you bring models or people that can easily be manipulated, you get funded. She owns, how does she own an island being a supermodel?
I didn't know she owns an island.
Yeah, she owns an island. But this is crime scene investigation.
Yeah.
But it opens your eyes to things that you never even thought of, and I connect all the dots slowly, but it all
used him on my 31st birthday by my ex-boyfriend Flavio. He was always front and center at Victoria's Secret shows.
Did you suspect what he was doing?
No. And what he's done is indefensible. And when I heard of what he'd done, it sickened me to my stomach, just like everybody else. Because I've had my fair share of sexual predators, and thank God that I had good people around me that protected me from this. I mean, right now I stand with the victims. They're scarred.
Your thoughts on Donald Trump and what it means for what it means for mass incarceration.
You know what? This is a labor of love for Jay, and as a result, he's my friend. We're here to talk about that and nothing else.
Well, then can I ask you about mass incarceration? And do you think the movement is...
On top of that, an old 2018 video of Kanye calling people out resurfaced, and fans are saying some of his words still hit different today. Whether that's coincidence or something deeper, people are revisiting everything with fresh eyes. And then things took an even darker turn when one comedian didn't just call out Jay, but also threw Beyonce's name into the mix with shocking allegations about so-called ritual behavior. No proof presented, just bold claims that sent social media into a frenzy. That's when the conversation stopped being whispers and turned into full-blown chaos online. But they weren't the only names people started circling.
Is that of your relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Do you regret the relationship that you maintained with him against Melinda's advice and wishes?
Oh, I've said that you're going way back in time, but yeah,
new audience.
I will say for the, over 100th time, yeah, I shouldn't have had dinners with him.
Epstein had a way of really compromising people. Is that what Melinda was warning you about?
No. I mean, No, I had dinner with him, and that's all.
Many things, but I did not like that he'd had meetings with Jeffrey Epstein, no.
And you made that clear to him?
I made that clear to him. I also met Jeffrey Epstein exactly one time.
Did you?
Yes, because I wanted to see who this man was. And I regretted it from the second I stepped in the door. He was abhorrent. He was evil personified. I had nightmares about it after. Unbelievable sadness. Unbelievable sadness, right? And again, I'm able to take my own sadness and look at those young girls and say, my God, how did that happen to those girls?
Katt had already hinted that a whole list of powerful figures would eventually face scrutiny. And once those Epstein documents became public, the internet started cross-checking everything he ever said. Whether it's confirmation or coincidence, folks are lining up timelines and drawing their own conclusions. Naomi Campbell's name also popped up in the records, and critics wasted no time bringing up reports that she flew on Epstein's private plane multiple times in the early 2000s.
You knew Jeffrey Epstein, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. You know, we flew Bill Clinton and a lot of different. Well, that was a humanitarian trip to Africa, and I met him on that trip because it was his plane. I didn't know who plane we was getting on, but it was a whole bunch of dignitary people. We was with a delegation, and yeah, I met him, and you know, you don't know people what they do in their private lives, so yeah.
But tell me this, Chris. He was on this private plane, and you could tell that it was a private plane because they called it, was it Lolita Express?
Oh yeah, it was a private plane. Yes. Oh yes.
But wait a minute. You didn't never go to that island, did you?
No. I don't know where that thing got.
Can't control me. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. You
Not
see,
you.
it ain't no name I won't name. It's people like Jay-Z and Pusha T. They made their living our people. So how the f they gonna stand up for our people? You know what I'm saying? But we forget that because we love Jay-Z's music so much. We love Pusha's music so much, right? But you think they would ever? Oh, Beyonce had the best for somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think they would ever tell the truth? No, if they told the truth, they'd go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So you have liars.
Man.
Liars are now the face of our culture.
Some of those flights reportedly involved the U.S. Virgin Islands, where Epstein owned property, and others allegedly traveled internationally. Supporters say being listed in flight logs doesn't automatically prove wrongdoing, but skeptics argue it raises fair questions. There were also emails mentioned in the files that appeared to reference event planning and logistics, which only fueled speculation even more. Old clips of Naomi scouting models resurfaced too, and online commentators started spinning theories about what that recruitment really meant. Again, all allegations, nothing proven. And then people remembered that viral Bill Gates interview, where he downplayed his connection by saying they only had dinner.
Jazzo and Jay-Z were in London living it big time back in like 88. They were in this huge, I'm born and raised in England, and I never saw an apartment that looked like that in England, or a flat as we call it. I've never seen
they
that.
lived there for a little bit?
They were there for like, I don't know, 5 months, something like that.
You know what? This is a labor of love for Jay, and as a result, he's my friend. We're here to talk about that and nothing else.
Truly Babylon, if this is the case. And so I would never speak out about it too much, because I didn't want people to be like, what the f you talking about? Like, there's no way, like, it's Pizzagate. If somebody told you about the Epstein and you'd be like, man, come on now, this billionaire is really taking, and what, because I don't want to f it up, but someone that worked for him, even on the child protective services side, was actually snatching those kids that were supposed to be missing kids and providing them to, like, that in itself sounds fucking ridiculous.
Critics now claim the documents suggest the relationship may have been more layered than that simple answer implied. The plot just keeps thickening. Things got even messier when people started digging into claims about Bill Gates and Epstein allegedly being far closer than the public was led to believe. According to online chatter around the files, Epstein wasn't just some random contact. People are saying Gates was a frequent presence in Epstein's circle, including trips connected to his private properties. None of this has been proven in court, but the optics alone had folks raising eyebrows. One alleged email that went viral really shocked people, with claims that Gates reached out to Epstein asking for medication related to a personal health issue, supposedly without his wife knowing. Again, these are allegations floating online, not confirmed facts, but the timing raised questions when Melinda filed for divorce in 2021 and walked away with a massive settlement reported to be over $29 billion. People online say once she became aware of certain associations, it deeply changed how she saw the marriage. Then there's Chris Tucker, whose name also appeared in Epstein-related flight logs from the early 2000s. Reports claim he was on Epstein's private jet in 2002, and his team later said the trip was tied to humanitarian work in Africa focused on AIDS awareness. That explanation included other high-profile names, but critics weren't convinced, especially since Epstein's jet had such a notorious reputation. What really fueled skepticism was how comfortable Chris appeared in photos and footage linked to Epstein's properties, according to commenters. People say he was around these circles during the height of everything, yet insists he had no idea what was happening. And when asked about it later, many noticed how tense and uneasy he seemed, and the internet definitely clocked that energy. He was clearly trying to hold it together, but people clocked it immediately. The nervous energy was loud, stumbling over words, forcing laughs, brushing things off like it was nothing. The internet wasn't convinced for a second, and that reaction alone had folks asking real questions. Another reason people weren't buying the whole humanitarian trip explanation was because Katt Williams had already thrown Chris's name into the mix years ago. Back then, everyone brushed Katt off and said he was just hating or jealous. Fast forward to now, and suddenly Katt doesn't look so crazy after all. In January 2024, when Katt sat down on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharpe, he brought up Chris Tucker while talking about a possible Friday reboot. Katt said the Chris people see today isn't the same person he once knew, adding that if he didn't know better, he might have believed the good guy image too. That line alone had people rewinding the clip, and just when it seemed like Katt might be done, he kept going. He also hinted at Ashton Kutcher and Nick Cannon being tangled up in questionable industry circles. With Ashton especially, many weren't shocked, given his long history of controversial associations and headline-making decisions. None of this is proven wrongdoing, but the pattern people point out keeps the conversation heated. People online keep saying Ashton never seems to be moving clean, and that suspicion has followed him for years. Some critics even claim the organization he co-founded in 2009 to fight exploitation wasn't what it appeared to be, arguing it gave certain people cover while avoiding real scrutiny. Those are allegations, not proven facts, but the optics alone have kept his name in constant controversy. Then there's the Danny Masterson situation, which really flipped public opinion. In 2023, Ashton publicly supported his longtime friend by submitting character letters to the court, describing him as a stand-up person and positive influence. He reportedly didn't expect those letters to become public, but once they did, the backlash was immediate. Many people felt that defending someone facing serious criminal convictions crossed the line, especially given the evidence discussed in court proceedings. That moment changed how a lot of folks viewed Ashton, and critics say it exposed where his loyalty really sits. Since then, every past association has been re-examined under a harsher light. As for Nick Cannon, his name isn't tied to Epstein's properties, but he's been vocal about the larger conversation. He publicly backed Katt Williams, admitting that he used to think stories about powerful billionaires sounded too extreme to be real. Now, after everything that's surfaced, Nick says he's not ruling anything out anymore, and that shift alone has people paying attention. But here's where the speculation really goes off the rails. Online rumors started swirling about Nick Cannon, with some people pushing wild theories about his personal life and trying to frame it as something symbolic or hidden. There's no proof behind that talk, just internet chatter, but it shows how deep the mistrust runs right now. When confidence in powerful figures disappears, people start questioning everything. As usual, the comment sections were on fire. One person said, "The scariest part of the Epstein files isn't the names, it's how many people still seem untouchable." Another wrote, "Funny how celebrities speak up on every issue except this one." And honestly, that silence is exactly what's making folks uneasy. So now the real question is this: what do you think about Katt Williams putting these names back into the spotlight? Do you think any of these powerful celebrities will actually face real consequences, or will this all quietly disappear like so many scandals before it? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and click here to check out this next messy video. I'll see you on the next one.